Well, it may be time to call the chiropractor after all the whiplash we've had with the bond market and rates. And so I'm going to take a little bit of time today to update folks on what's really going on with the rates because oftentimes, shocker, the media doesn't get it right. It's not really telling what's actually happening. And even when it's not kind of ill intentioned, it's just oftentimes ill informed and behind the curve. So let's just dive into some numbers. These are where the 30-year rates are looking right now. It's the blue line. We're hovering right about 7.5%. That is the national average, period. That's just all there is to it. I still have folks trying to tell me, oh, but I think I can get something in the sixes. No, not really, and certainly not without paying an arm and a leg for it. So this is just kind of where we are. I'd like to draw your attention to the October timeframe when we were kind of hovering in the kind of 8% range, and that has relevance because as we look to see what this is doing, this is the 10-year treasury or the 10-year bond. The general trend of this line, first and foremost, is usually a barometer of where mortgage rates are. They're not tied at the hip, they're not one-to-one, but as the 10-year treasury is going up, oftentimes mortgage rates are going up and vice versa. And so all of these lines, they matter, they mean something. And, it was right about April 10th, which is right here. This is when the bond market really had a rough time because there was one inflation report that came in 0.1% higher than expected, and that's all it took for a massive move upward, which drug mortgage rates with it. We had been kind of in the lower sevens, but it shoved us solidly now in the mid sevens, and now we are all eagerly waiting to see what's going to happen. There was a line that was here kind of at the 460 mark. We really needed to hold it, and we tried for a few days, and then we popped above it. So now the next line is this 473, and we're going to try and see if it just stays under that, because if it does not, let me show you why this matters. We take the time frame back a little bit. This is kind of that October time frame, and we were kind of just under the 5% mark on the 10-year. Well, why does that matter? Well, guess what? This is what mortgage rates were doing at that same time. So it's never completely one-to-one, but we are very eager to see how much we hold this line so that we can stay at least in the sevens. It seems like there's a decent chance that's going to be the case. There's a few other things I'm not going to get into in this particular update of what the Fed and the Treasury plan to do to help some liquidity concerns, but I wanted to make sure that viewers knew what the real rates were and kind of what to expect, and also set a reality check that we have been in this mode for about 2 years. But we're kind of riding this wave. That's why I made the joke about the chiropractor and the whiplash. We know how to help folks navigate this. We've got all kinds of ways to help mitigate the situation with rates. And again, no one can say for sure, but it sure seems like in the next year, year and a half, rates will come down. So we'll have the opportunity to reset the rate. So it still remains a really good time to purchase a house because you actually negotiate with sellers on price and other conditions. We could even maybe do a 2-1 buy down, all kinds of good stuff. So that's what's happening. That's what's really happening with rates, and we're here to make sure that you're in the know because that's our job to give peace of mind. Make it a great day and make it a great rest of the week. Thanks.